Thank you for coming with us on this journey to a golden future.
We pray that today's broadcast will help you in some way to find, fulfill, and finish God's will for your life.
Now we invite you to join us in the Golden State Baptist College radio studio. This just in,
All right?
the award for the greatest radio broadcast listeners has just been announced.
Come on.
And we are proud to announce to you that the Golden Future radio broadcast listeners are the best listeners in the world.
Wow. You know, it's funny you should say that, Brother Fuller. It's really ironic, honestly, because I wanted to share some statistics that I found with you that I just found on robandemory.com.
Oh, robandemory.com.
It's this new platform I just found. And their statistics have shown that KNVBC listeners who tune into a golden future are 99.99998% happier in life over all the other regular listeners.
Wow. It's funny you should mention that because I was actually reading that same article, I think.
Okay.
And I read and caught that the top 1% of KNVBC listeners in all around coolness, faithfulness, general awesomeness, they are those who listen to A Golden Future, the top 1%.
Really?
Yeah,
well,
really.
Based off of what I was reading on robandemory.com, I deduced that Golden Future listeners who tune in on other podcast platforms have a higher chance to get into the college of their choice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is pretty neat. That's pretty neat. But what did you say? What did you say that source was?
The source was it's a very trusted, reliable, new and groundbreaking source called robandemory.com.
Yeah, I'll have to look into those guys a little bit more. I thought the article...
No fake news there. It's all just real stuff.
But you know what that means, right? That means that everybody who's currently listening to this broadcast is among all of those crazy people that we just talked about.
That's right. And we just wanted to let you all know how grateful we are that you are listening with us this far, already in our second season, really.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and you've stuck with us. You've put up with us from rural beginnings, and now I wouldn't say we're a well-oiled machine.
No, but we're getting there. We're getting there, and we're trying this new video thing to go with it.
Can they see us?
Yeah, go ahead.
For the very first time, I don't know. I wonder if they thought we looked like this.
I don't know. There's really no telling.
Maybe they thought you were Filipino and I was Caucasian. I don't know.
Hey, maybe so. I don't know. But what I do know is that we are working out the kinks and the bugs with this video thing, and I think it'll be good.
I think so. And for our listeners today, it's not just you and I on the broadcast.
No.
We have a special guest. Should we welcome him now?
Yes, let's bring in our guest right now. Brother Simmons. He's going to come over to this side with me, and we're going to introduce our guest. Is making his way to the microphone, and this is one of our Golden State Baptist College seniors, and we are stoked, excited to have him on the broadcast, and you're probably dying to see. So you ready? You want to look at the camera? I'm going to switch to you right now. It's Brother Matt Rubio, a senior. And Brother Simmons, why don't you say a word or two about Brother Matt? He's helped out in the ministry. Only nice things here, okay?
Sure. I will say this, man. You came. Oh, look at that. The mic just went away. I've got it right here. Brother Matt came. Was it our sophomore year? You came our sophomore year. We've known him. He really just hung out with us. He loved being around the coolest guys on campus. But out of all the people at Golden State, I think me and you and I are the ones that are confused the most.
100%.
Wouldn't you say?
100% yes.
At Pastor's Conference, you tell how many, but I had 3 people come up to me.
What?
Were you on tour? Did you come? Were you that amazing guy? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I'm like, no. Like, tell him. Come
I had
on,
a few come up to me as well, and some kids were asking me directions, asking me if going in the convention center, and I just played along with it. You know, why ruin the kid's dream of meeting his hero, Brother Rob Simmons?
Yeah,
right?
whatever.
So just kind of pointed them where they needed to go and had a lot of fun with it too.
But Matt's a great guy, and I'll turn it over to you soon. But Matt, how about this? Tell us a little bit, okay? Because we're getting ready. I just talked to you about this, but we're getting ready for the ministry awards at Golden State Baptist College, and only you and one other person in your graduating class can say that while you've been here at Golden State, you've had not 1, not 2, but you've had 3 ministry spots.
That's right.
Literally 3 ministry spots. You've been a nursing home leader, you've been a bus captain, and now he's our primary church teacher. So, Matt, give us a little bit of insight, just the ministry experience that you've gained while you've been here. Tell us maybe one of your favorite moments and maybe one of your not so favorite moments. How about that?
Oh man, it's been a joy to be here. Golden State's definitely given a lot of opportunities for each and every one of us that come. And me, I've just been blessed being able to do a lot, and with the nursing home, with the bus route, and teaching now. And it's hard to pick a favorite, but it is easy to pick one that I did not like for a little bit and grew me as a person a lot. And I would say that was when I became a rest home leader. See, that year was a special year for me. We all know about that. But I was praying very hard to become a bus captain over the summer. I was going to be a freshman going to sophomore year, and I wanted to be a bus captain, praying to God to let me have it. And he gave me a spot, but it wasn't quite exactly a bus captain. It was quite the opposite, going to the nursing home. And at the first few weeks, I was kind of figuring it out, trying to figure out, asking questions, because what do I have that old people haven't probably already heard and whatnot.
This guy.
But I loved it. I loved it. Once I started going and I started seeing the impact that it was making on these people, just singing for them and giving them a little bit of an encouragement, and also just being able to witness to them, they're still people too. They may be farther down the road of life than we are, but they still need God just as much as anybody else does. And so not only was it a hard time for me learning how to adjust to that, but it was one of the best times, growing me as a person, helping me learn, and just growing in all sorts of areas I didn't see I needed to.
But from there, you were thrown into other ministries. And I think it's probably helped you. It's had to have at least helped you a little bit with primary church now, right?
Oh, yes.
Dealing with old people. And I mean, they're sweet, but sometimes they won't let go of you. They'll try to keep you for as long as you want. They don't listen. Sometimes it's just as hard with them as it is with 3 and 4-year-olds.
Oh, I agree. It's definitely key to all of that is patience, whether you're working with the elderly or with the young, because yes, they both require patience, just in different ways. And so you give them the attention and care that they need, and you want to really show them that you're not just filling a spot and just doing it for, checking a box off. But when you really show that you care and you get to them on a different level, then they really start to grow, and you get to see that, and it's a great privilege to be a part of. So I've loved teaching this last year. It's been great. And I think being a bus captain in the middle was just a fun little thing that I got to do, that I just got to be exciting. It wasn't like as much as worrying about teaching, so to speak, but just bringing the hype, having fun, singing songs, and just growing relationships with people that you probably wouldn't see in a classroom or in a rest home. Just a completely different dynamic, which I loved.
Yeah, the ministry opportunities there's quite a few of them here, and I know you're definitely more able to talk about that. But also, really quickly, I just want to let's talk about tour. Matt and I got to travel together.
That's right.
And had a good time, made a lot of memories. Good things happened there. Some crazy things that we can't talk about on the broadcast. But, breaking into places and everything like that.
We don't talk about that.
No. So
Kansas is a boring place.
You got to find something to do.
To all our Kansas listeners, we love you all. You guys are great.
Oh yeah.
No hate on Kansas.
No hate at all.
No hate on Kansas.
But we've got a segment, brand new segment for you that we're gonna do. Usually we have like a bracket breakdown, or usually we have something tame. But today it's all about how fast you can answer questions. Okay, so we've got a brand new segment called Automatic Answers, and this is how it's gonna work.
This is dangerous.
Brother Simmons and I are gonna go back and forth asking you questions, and you got to answer it as fast as you can. It doesn't have to be the right answer. It just has to be the answer, okay? So if it is the right answer, bonus points. If not, whatever. It's fine. Just give us the fastest and shortest answer you can give us to the question, okay?
All right.
Does that make sense? All right. Brother Simmons, I think what I'm going to do is we were going to go back and forth, but so that I can switch the camera back and forth, why don't you just do it?
All of them?
How's that?
You're
Yeah,
sure?
just
Okay.
do all of them, and I'll focus on this.
Do you want me to do half and then give you half after? You just want me to do them?
Just do them all.
All right, I'm doing all the fun stuff today. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right,
Ready as
no
I can
thinking,
be.
one-word answers. If you go over 1 second, you're disqualified, all right?
Okay,
All right,
okay.
here we go.
Definitely.
We're going to go speed round. You ready?
All right.
Automatic answers with Matt Rubio. You heard it here first. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
First question is, here we go. What is your favorite color?
Green.
If you were an animal, what would you be?
Penguin.
If you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Carne asada.
What was the year the Eiffel Tower was built?
No idea.
What color is orange?
Orange.
What is the worst possible name for a baby?
Rob.
What? No. Who is the most important person in your life?
My dad.
What are your thoughts on the fall of man?
It's terrible. We shouldn't have eaten the fruit.
When is Brother Fuller's birthday?
Sometime in February. I don't know.
What's the first thing you ever said as a baby?
Dad, probably.
Quick. You're on an airplane, it's about to crash, and there's only one parachute left. You decide who gets it. You have the president, Pastor Trieber, and your mother. What flavor ice cream do you choose?
Cookies and cream.
No!
He didn't even flinch.
I knew it was coming.
All right. Well, who do you give the parachute to?
I definitely have to just take it for myself. No, I'm kidding. It'd go to my mother. 100%.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That was good.
Well, hey, that's automatic answers, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I think that might be something we bring back. And I don't know. I was expecting the hang up, but no, he just went straight for it. Cookies and cream.
Spit it out.
I'm gonna rewatch.
Hey,
those.
I think though that we need to deduct some points because he said no idea for the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
Should've
That was a
just
cop-out
given-
answer.
Should have just given a year.
And he said that the worst possible baby name for a baby was Rob. We know that's not
That
true.
was 100%
We know
true.
that's not valid at all.
That was
Strike
100%
that from the record. Never happened. We know that's not. It would definitely be like Emery, right?
Well, I mean,
yeah.
you can go that route, but
Oh, look, the mic's going away.
All right.
Even the mic says no. I'm
having
sorry.
some trouble with the microphones today, but let's see where we at. We're a little over 11 minutes. We got to kind of wrap things up, but here's what we want to ask from you, Matt. We had told you beforehand, maybe just think about it a little bit. You don't have to go on a long, outlined sermon, but just give us what some people would call a life verse, a verse that the Lord has used in your life greatly, and just kind of share with us what that verse is, and then maybe elaborate on it a little bit if you'd like.
Awesome. Well, throughout the years of college, God has really worked on my heart, doing me a lot of things, but before coming to college, I had a verse that God really stuck out to me in high school, and that is Matthew 5:16, and it goes, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify the Father which is in heaven." Now, when I first read that verse, I thought it was a great aspect to service because as a young person, I always wanted to serve and I wanted to do as much as I could for my church. And yes, that was the emphasis of that first part, letting your light so shine, trying to be that example. But once I got to college and once I started realizing with more responsibility, more stuff, you can't miss that second part of the verse because it's very crucial. It's so that others can see your Father which is in heaven. And it's just a great reminder that your service, yes, you should do it to the best of your ability. And as a Christian, we should let our light shine. But always remember that God is the main focus of why we do it. And God is our main purpose for what we have to do here at college, the ministries that we got to talk about today with the rest home, the bus route, teaching. That's not so that I can get some special award, or that's not so I can have my name up on a wall or anything like that. It's so that people can know who God is up in heaven. And if God lets my light shine in those areas, then I'm going to let it shine, but not for myself, for God. And that's pretty much how it goes.
Very good, very good. I think oftentimes it's super easy once you're just week to week to week to week.
Yeah.
It's easy to kind of forget and lose sight of the fact that we're all doing it really for the glory of God, and that's really what it's all about,
right.
is to make Him known and to make Him prominent. And man, that's a really good verse. I like that one. Brother Simmons, you got anything that you want to add or anything you want to say about that?
I think it was good, but also a little crazy that he chose Matthew and his name is John Matthew. I mean, you couldn't pick any other book, pal, man.
I tried.
I'm just kidding. I caught that. No one else did? All right.
I didn't catch it.
Good thing you put that out there. It really goes along with the verse for sure.
Oh, man. Way to good catch. Brother Simmons would catch it. Well, I think that's about going to wrap up this first ever in-studio recording video broadcast. And
Exciting
we're
for
excited
sure.
about that. But thank you, Brother Matt, for once again joining us today. We appreciate it. And to all of you amazing listeners out there, the top 1%, the best in the world, we want to say thank you for listening. And Matt, I'm going to put you on the spot here. I'm going to see if you know our sign-off. If you don't know our sign-off, that's okay. If the pressure's getting to you, might forget. Do you happen to know it?
Not word for word. It's been a while. I listened to a few of them, and then I got busy, caught up. But I do not know it. I am sorry.
That's okay. We'll ask Brother Simmons to sign off for us. Doing God's will today
leads to God's will tomorrow. Thank you for listening to a Golden Future radio broadcast.
If you'd like to listen to our other episodes, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
Also, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at agoldenfuture@gsbc.edu.
And tune in next week to the broadcast dedicated to help this generation discover God's purpose for their lives.